Oh, well, are we doing this right now? Alright, I'm coming. Whatever, I'm here now. Oh, my artistic enchiladas. Today we are back with another puppet ranking. Now, I haven't done these in a while because I haven't really been active on my Discord lately for reasons I won't get into. But also just because it's kind of dead. I don't really see a purpose to really have for my Discord server unless it's announcing teasers or doing this. So that's what we're doing today. We're just going to go through these puppets and rank them all. Now, I actually, this is actually going to be the first time I do this, but we're going to have honorable mentions. So there's 2 today, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so the first one on our list is Foxy Boo and Huggy Woogie. Okay, I should have said this in the beginning, but I just want to say this right now. No puppet on this list is bad, but I will give you like critiques on like how it should, not how it should be, but how it would be improved, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not forcing you to change your puppets because of my perspective, but if you feel like you should upgrade them a little bit, just take my note. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Foxy Boo, he honestly looks pretty good. It's like he's missing his mouth. It more looks like the cartoon version of him. So like I was expecting if he had like at least his one tooth or something. It's honestly it's definitely not a big deal, but it's still noticeable, so it kind of distracts me. And even though it looks a little messy, he still looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And his eyes are a little messy, so it's the part that bothers me the most. And the box, it's like, it reminds me of how I made my Foxy Boo, so I kind of like that. So yeah, and the Huggy, okay, so Huggy is supposed to be like really tall and like slim in a way. His head is not a big, okay, the body looks fine. The legs and arms don't feel long enough to me, and the teeth, it feels like a stylized version of Huggy, so it's not really a big deal anyways. It looks pretty sweet, I guess. But then the hands and feet, I feel like that's a problem. You really shouldn't have to outline where fingers go on hands, because eventually it'll get messy on them, and then like you'll want to remake your hands. So like maybe you should like try to like just make separated fingers. Or actually, a Huggy doesn't have that, so never mind. Just like probably like stitch fingers on him. It's not like a requirement, but if you want your puppets to look more like accurate in a way, then it's probably the best option you could probably do. Alright, so yeah, there you go. Alright, next up is Molten Freddy that someone made. Okay, right off the bat, this Molten Freddy looks pretty sweet. It actually makes me feel a little upset that I only have 3 eyes on my current Molten Freddy design. And even though that the faceplates aren't as accurate as the real face, it honestly just feels like another stylized version. Again, this person like added stuff that I didn't even add on mine, like the little rust on his fingers, or like you know, like there's a lot of stuff that's missing on mine. And I kind of like how he has a bit of like a bored expression or something. I don't know, and I can't really describe it actually. I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is a really good looking Molten Freddy. It's like missing a couple stuff, but honestly, again, it's like not even a big deal. The only thing I would probably fix with this is like I don't know. I actually don't know what I would fix with this. Probably the faceplates. That's pretty much the only thing I would fix with it. So yeah, that's that. And looks pretty good. Moving on. Next up, we have a Nightmare Fredbear. Okay, now looking at this puppet, he looks pretty good. But there is one thing that really bothers me about it is the eyes. Now, of course, the eyes themselves, they do look pretty good, but they're just jutting out so far. I don't know why. I mean, again, the puppet itself looks pretty sweet. Now, the eyes just need to be pushed back just a little bit. Along with the teeth. I feel like they're too outward. They should be a little inward. And other than that, this puppet looks phenomenal. The brown, like the texture on his like his fur or whatever, if you want to call it that. Like, just all the proportions are right. Everything just looks really, really good. It makes me want to make Nightmare Fredbear, which I do eventually want to do. I just don't have the material, sadly. But yeah, this is a really good Nightmare Fredbear. If any, I mean, the teeth and the eyes aren't really a big deal anyways. Like, they're not too noticeable like how other stuff goes. This is actually a pretty sweet looking puppet. So yeah, moving on. Alright, next up we got Husker from Husker's Play Place, a movie that's supposed to come out when? I don't know. Anyways, so basically this is just a OC of a character, not kind of an, not really an OC, but it's a character that was like used as an OC. But okay, I can't really judge it because it's not really based off of anything. But let's just judge it how it was made. This was made out of paper and tape. Now, okay, I really do love how many people have different ways of making their puppets. It's really cool, and I really like how this one looks. It's kind of like cartoonish in a way. It's like interesting, but if there's one thing that really bothers me is how messy the tape is. It's like really noticeable. Shouldn't be a big problem. I mean, you feel like you could just get some scissors and just cut off the excess tape and then you should be good. But I mean, it's not really the most cleanest thing ever either, but it's not, like I said, it's not a big deal. Like, you can definitely have messy puppets and they'll still look good. For example, this. So yeah, this isn't a bad puppet. It's not even a like horrible one either. What? That doesn't make no sense. Anyways, this puppet's good is what I'm saying. So yeah, also Husker's Play Place. Where is it? Huh? Put it out. Stupid. Anyways, moving on, we got Blaze, another FNAF puppet maker OC guy. And okay, I can't really judge it too much because this is the only image I have of it in the light. I mean, I have seen his OC before and it's actually pretty sweet, but it's like I can't really judge it completely when it's in like the sun, not the sun, but like the, you know, not the sun, like the under this really dark red light. But judging by what I'm seeing, it looks pretty stylized. Like, it's not something you would normally see as like a FNAF thing. It's like so different. That's why I love when people make stuff like this. And I really don't know what to say about it. It just looks good. But I will compliment the Freddy head too. Like, it's pretty sick. It makes me wish that I had a glowing feature on my puppets. But what are you gonna do? All right, let's move on now. And now we have a character that I'm surprised people are still making, Weasel. Okay, now of course it isn't accurate, but honestly, like I said already, I really like stylized versions. This one looks beautiful. It's so clean. It's so like I don't know what else to say. It's just so clean, and I like their own style towards it. It actually reminds me of like some old, like not old, but like some like FNAF plush tubers who would make some Willy's Wonderland plushies or characters and their arms were flat. This is basically giving me those vibes. Okay, but literally the only small minor thing I have with this is the eyes. Usually even in real life, Willy has like his black outline on his eyes, but again, that's not a big deal. Probably just, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's really interesting. It's like a really new take on Willy. I'm used to seeing him with like an expression, but I guess I just like this like dull look on his face. Again, I like this stylized. It's really cool. Okay, next up we have Springtrap. Okay, so I'm a sucker for Springtraps. Okay, he is so hard to make, and when people get it right all the time, it's always so awesome to see. I mean, we actually had a Springtrap last one, and he looked really good. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he can be topped. But yeah, this one actually was made pretty much the same way as the last one, I believe. I don't know. I don't know. I just look at this stuff and assume. But basically, everything about this looks great, especially the feet, except for the face. Now, of course, okay, I'm just giving my critiques. The face itself looks fine. It's the muzzle. It's too big. It should be squished a little bit. And again, that's a minor problem. Everything else looks great. He's a little slim, but it's not a big deal. Springtrap is kind of slim in a way. He's not the buffest thing in the world, but he is, like, he's there. So I mean, I still think this is a phenomenal puppet. I love it. I wonder if the mask goes up. I haven't even checked to see if it does, or I haven't seen if it does or not. But yeah, that's that. Alright, now we got Foxy. Oh, mwah, he's gorgeous. He's clean. He's accurate. And he looks great. Like, okay, the only problem that's not really a problem, actually. It's just a little minor nitpick. His arms are debuffed, but again, that's not a problem. It looks great. I mean, Really, I really don't know how people do it with the hook. I cannot freaking make a hook. I think it's because I put pipe cleaners in the hook, so that's probably why mine suck. I'll do that with Withered Foxy. I won't use pipe cleaners in Withered Foxy. But come on, look at this guy. He looks really good. And he's just so clean. I love it. And he's just really great. I love him. Alright, next up we got a Golden Freddy. So Golden Freddy is a bit of a weird one for me. It depends, because most of the time I see people make it clean or dirty. I mostly see it as a dirty character, and honestly, this person really nailed it a little bit. It's like, it's not the most cleanest thing in the world, or it's not the dirtiest. It's like just right. And I really enjoy how this looks. It's like, I think the eyes are like movable and stuff. I don't know. But man, this looks great. I'm just happy that people actually make Golden Freddy, because I actually have Golden Freddy, but I had to remake them because it was just ugly. So yeah, that's that. I honestly really love this Golden Freddy. The fact that I can actually sit down is actually pretty cool. Something I tried to do, but it didn't work. Alright, before we move on to our number 1 spot, I want to give a couple honorable mentions. So these 3 puppets, okay, so the 2 on the top are made by one of my friends, actually my friend, the friend of mine, and then another one's just made by someone who just makes really good puppets. Now, okay, I want to talk about the Freddy first. So look at this Freddy. Look how gorgeous this looks. Like, I've seen a lot of people make Freddy before, but I never see anyone nail it this much. It's like, he's expressive, his eyes open and close. It's like really solid. I really love this. Now we move on to these 2. So on the one on your left, that is Edge Springtrap. Some of you may be familiar with him, but yeah. And that on the right is his girlfriend. Now, the reason why he's an honorable mention, and some of you may be thinking, oh, you should include a number 1. I can't, because my friend literally is the best at making puppets, in my opinion, and he wants me to not help him, but like let me rank his puppets, and I'm telling him I can't, because he'll always be first place. I'm just saying that right now. If I were to let him be in every puppet ranking moving forward, he would always be first place. So yeah, that's a thing. Alright, so that was that. Alright, now we're moving on to our number 1 spot, Muno. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I'm a freak! The Yo Gabba Gabba character beat out a bunch of good-looking FNAF and Bobby and Willies or something to that sort. Okay, I know a lot of you might be thinking that, but honestly, I can't help myself. This guy looks great, guys. I mean, yes, he has a big old booger on his forehead, or the top of his head, but other than that, this is a very good looking puppet. Yeah, okay, like I said, I mostly depict these things on how good they are, how accurate, or how clean they are. And honestly, this isn't the cleanest thing ever, but just because of the booger on his freaking head. Everything else about this guy looks amazing. I love it. He's so accurate. I can't help myself but actually put him at number 1. It's really good. I don't know why. I don't know why I like it so much. I mean, it makes me want to make him, because I literally have the same material. And yeah, I don't know what to say. He's just spot on. Really cool puppet. Yeah, really cool. And thank you for tuning into this second puppet ranking. Now, don't be upset if your puppets weren't in this one. There's always next time. Just join my Discord server. I'll put a link into it eventually. If I forget, that is. I mean, if you am on Instagram, you can actually join one of my other servers. If you want, that is. But then again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for the freaking support. Like, I made that 7-second video, and it got over 100,000 likes. Jeez, my brain farted, because I feel like I just don't deserve that many likes on that dumb video. It's like, I mean, I really appreciate what you guys have done for me. I really just, I honestly just don't think I deserve all those like views and stuff. It's not worth 100,000 views and like 2K likes. It's worth at least 500 views at best. All right. So But other than that, thank you guys so much for the support recently, and thank you guys for tuning into this puppet ranking. I love you all. See you next time.